Good morning, dearests. Hi, welcome to my craft room. I'm gonna make a tour. Now we go in. That's an overall view. Yesterday I filmed it in German. Today I'm doing it in English. So that's a quick overall view before I go into details. Bear with me. I'm gonna close that door. Behind here, I have all the spools for my sewing. The thread here. Behind the door, I store cardboard packaging. Yeah, I store this one. I have no idea why I keep this, but it's so big and it might come handy one day. You never know. Here I have some canvases, and this is for ironing, yeah, an iron laminator and brown packaging. Like, you know, always nice to have. Here I have my what do you call them, for stitching. This is a boho moon I purchased. I want to do something with that, but I don't know what yet. So up here, sorry for the noise. Up here, this is actually a vinyl buddy box for vinyls, you know, records. So I bought that a while ago at Lidl. It's sturdy, it's wooden, and it's hosting all my 12 by 12 papers, which is pretty neat because it's big enough. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Excuse me, I'm very heavy on the breathing today. I have a heart failure, so please excuse my breathing. I'm not a pervert or something, you know. It's just so hard to breathe sometimes, and especially when I talk and walk. So okay, if you've done it so far, keep on going, because I show you how I store everything. We all know that craft rooms have a lack of storage permanently, period. That's my opinion. I stick to it. So I bought these IKEA shelvings for like 15 euro. One is that's two stuck together. I tied them with zip tie, and they have little wheels on the back. So I put duct tape around the wheels so they won't, you know, go anywhere. And then I actually zip tied them. I have to snip that off. And here I store all my materials, which were in a box, and it never looked at the box because you put stuff, I kept on putting stuff on it. So all my scrap papers, yeah, I ignored them because I couldn't reach it. So I decided to do this. Here's a little travel iron, and these things I put down for I iron on the floor, so I don't have to get the big board out. Even when I have sewing something and I just need a little ironing, you know. So here I keep like toilet paper rolls and stuff like that. That's some stationery, very old stationery from my childhood. This is scrap paper. This here is scrap paper, and here's brown papers. Very good for crafting. That's a little heater because it gets really cold in this room. You know what, guys? I have to sit down. Oh, so whew. In here I have like trims, and here laces, there. More laces, you know, trims. I love lace. Well, it's shabby chic, isn't it? That's a little ducky I made. It's a rubber duck I painted, and I put glued mulberry paper, roses, and pearls, and I think it's really, really cute. Very kitsch, as kitsch can be, but I love it. Up here I have a 3-tier stand where I have bits and bobs, you know, from sewing. And I have stems for flower making and all these goodies. This is this is an egg stand, but I have pearls in there. Here's another cute little thing I made. Yeah, that was it was plain, and I put shells on it. All the shells you see in this room are collected by myself from the beach. Well, Ireland is surrounded with beaches. They're quite pretty. And when I go to the beach, I always go very bended because I'm always looking for shells. That's actually hosting a plastic pumpkin, but I decided to make it my style, to shabby it up. Here you see I have loads of shells and snails and snail shells, cork. I don't drink, but my parents, they like a wine once in a while, and they collect them corks for me for my tassel crafting. Here we have mulberry paper flowers. That's actually a shell. That's an oyster shell I found. And then also of the Republic of Ireland, Donegal. It was like kind of like an oyster farm, and they washed on the shore, so I grabbed quite a few. Up here is my bead station. Funny thing about that shelf, it crashed down one day, but luckily that Calyx unit was underneath it, so it was quite okay. Nothing broke really. So I had to put foam underneath, you know, heavy duty foam to give it more stability. Cheating a bit, but these walls don't hold anything. That's a little multimedia thingy I made. Yeah, we got spools and letters and everything, you know, for. Right. Here's a little sewing project I made a while ago. Really love this fabric. We live in the countryside and we see tractors all the time, and wellies, like rubber boots, are really necessary. Here's another oyster shell I made. There are loads of them. Shabby chic. Oh, really fun. It's decoupage. You can use decoupage paper like this, and I added a napkin reed on top. This box has loads of feathers, and here we have a little shelving unit where I keep all my. This is gilding wax. Here we have the shimmer pastes and stuff, sanding blocks, you know, all the essentials, triple thick and heat gun. Here are the tips of a wood burning tool. In this box are little crowns. Here's another ducky I want to alter. I made this box out of a little cereal box. It's tiny. Here we have all the washi tape I own. It's not much, just a bit. Here are punches. And this is for making bows. Here I keep little for card making to wrap around stuff. There in the corner, that's flowers. Here are embellishments, you know, glue-ons. Like this, you know, animal dots. Here in this box I keep all my foam. Excuse me, foam. Excuse me. I'm so bummed up. Foam glue I keep in here because I keep it airtight. I didn't before, and the double-sided tape, it was just bristling away. It was terrible, really, everywhere. So it's better to keep it in tight. Here's spare ones. We got stickers and glue. And go backwards now. Here is a unit share. I need my case. This is for journaling materials. I can use, you know, big playing cards for altering. And here these are like Jenga blocks, but from Aldi, and I got my dominoes in there and books. The same goes for underneath my table. I have these are acrylic blocks and stuff, and watercolor paper, and here I store my books I found in secondhand shops, thrift stores, and for journaling. Of course, the odd bin. We all need a bin, don't we? Here underneath I have all my I have tissue papers, and I got because my eyes gone really bad. That's a looking glass. In this jar I use my there are my baby wipes for cleaning stamps. That's really good. I keep them in here, and if they dry out a bit I just spritz a bit of water on it. It's really good. So there's hot glue and Mod Podge, yeah, and sandpaper. And here I got everything. More baby wipes, hot glue guns, and hot glue sticks. We always need a lot, don't we? And mulberry bin for the bins, bags, and mulberry paper roses, which don't fit in the glasses. Now, excuse me. This is how I keep my embossing. You know that heat gun. Dear, oh hello! Look who's come to visit me. Look, hair. That's her hair everywhere. Look at her. Hey, Betty. Hey, Betty. That's my crafting buddy. One of them. Yeah, that's for cleaning. Took me 3 days to get everything organized. Oh dear, now I got her on my lap. These are doilies in here. And here is, mixed. Everything I don't know where to put, I put it in here. So all my watercolor stuff, and it's in there. Bets, go. Can you jump, please? Go. No, get down. Good girl. This is how I store my papers. It's A4 papers. You know, crispness, really big. You can see vellum, extra paper, pearl paper, mirror paper, all in these boxes. And next to them, there's more papers. So this is decoupage. That bundle here is all decoupage, as I love my decoupage. And we have linen structure. That's another looking glass. This is brown and coffee dyed, and here we have bright papers and cream papers, colored cardstock, and all and another one here. And here I got all my structure pastes and sprays and yeah, gesso. After the big gesso incident from 2018, I'm not using the big bucket. It was everywhere. I spilled it. Yes, you can't get gesso out of clothes or floors or somewhere, everywhere, if you don't handle it really quick. Yeah, it's not possible. So from that moment on, I put it in a small jar to be safe. Yep. Not one of my brightest moments back then. Yeah, here we got a little saw, and yeah, I do some DIYs too, and I'm a multi-crafter, so I do loads of crafts. Here is for more papers. Here are 6x6 papers. All the small ones are in there. And here we got a glass mat. Yeah, I got it cheap from the dollar store. Not dollar store, we don't have that here in Ireland, but we call it the €2 shops. Down there, magazines, crafting magazines, and books for sewing and crafting. Hey, little one. Ah, yeah. I love you too. Yes, I do. This is some hardware. I used to make dog collars, so here are some hooks and stuff. These are for, you know, bit of hardware. That's all in there. We already got that bin. We got this. So I'm just turning. Don't get sick. Under my desk, there are loads of these containers. And they all have fabrics. That's fabric. My cutting tools. I got scoreboards. And the Crafter's Companion. Oh, I forgot the name of that tool. On the left side of my desk, we have all my Tim Holtz oxide inks. We got Nouveau drops and Dove crafts, pearls. That's my little stand for my phone. We got little half fleck back pearls. Brushes, well, you see what it is there. Here I store more dies, small dies. Here we have paper embellishments down there. Here I have all my embossing folders. Big stamps, you know, the ones which are really huge, like A4 huge. They're all in here. Other things too. These are albums I started on. Ah, there's the rest of the gang. That's our oldie but gold. Hello, Agnes. Hello, Agnes. That's Betty, and that's Penny. She's mine. Penny is mine, and the Jack Russells belong to my housemate. Yes. They all keep me company when I'm crafting. It's getting quite loud sometimes because of all the footsteps on the vinyl. Yeah, but I love it. So here's how I store my stamps. These are snap. Here, I can show you. These are they used to have snaps here, you know, like little snap plastic buttons, but I took them off. It's taking too much space when you leave them on, and just put them in here, and I use them both sides, so every saves you more space, and Yeah, so I used to store them in here, but I had to pull them out and hold them and then flip through, and that didn't work. So I rearranged everything and I put them in here. Now, if you want to get really cool stems, I can put this in my creative depot. It's a German company, and can you see that? They have like the, oh, it's not focusing, is it? Yeah. Then they have the sweetest stems, really. And they ship everywhere. It's in German, but you don't, they have actually stems which are not in German. So some are English, some just have it flick through. Maybe you like it. I'm not getting paid for them from them, but it's just saying it's very nice. So here more stems. They are all alphabetical, and here is how I store my dies. So it's kind of like, take one. It's easier to show than to say, isn't it? They're all in these plastic sleeves. You can get them everywhere. You know, the ones here with the white. And easy peasy. And they all have little tags, so I know what's in there, you know, like this. Birthday, round dies, mixed dies, Santoro, special holiday dies. Yeah, this is how I handle my heavy metal. Then I got these boxes which have blank cards in it and tags. Here is gold foil, gold leaf and silver leaf. Here more. These are the ones I actually use at the moment. The other ones are still in the package. I think it's very important to unpack everything so you actually use it. If you if you're in the middle of doing something and you have to unpack everything, that really is not no one. Here I got some stationery for journaling. Here we got stickers. Whole thing is full of stickers. Now let's see what I got on my desk, shall we? We start from the corner. I got my Gemini Junior. Very good, because I decided to have an electric one, because sometimes I'm not strong enough. Oh, my hands hurt. These are actually for DIY, for screws and stuff, but I keep all my little embellishments in there, you know, metal embellishments, wooden embellishments, all that, you know, what I need, like stuff like that. You know, this is all gonna have like little labels on them, like Christmas, Halloween, Easter. It's all in there. Here I got my label machines, plates for the die cutting machine, and I bought quite some sticky rollers. That's in there. I got my corner punches, and this is for doing the edges, you know, give them a little rough up. And this is actually holding, this is a magnet plate. Got this from Aldi. Here, this is actually where you keep makeup and nail stuff and stuff. But I got all my glues in here. And we all know we all need a lot of glue, don't we? Here, I love little scissors, small scissors like this. So I keep them all separate. Here are more embellishments. I've seen that on some Calcut. She had hers in a teak teacup, tea cake. And as we love tea cakes, and I had one, I forced my roommate, my housemate, to eat more tea cake. Come on, hurry up, I said. I need that box. So here we have my window, and I had to put something in front of it because it's not really tight, and I got the draft in my face all the time, and that's not really nice. It's really cold. Yeah, see, this is what it looks like when I look outside. Typical Irish Irish entrance gateway. Yeah, that's good. I made this crochet garland. So on my left we have bits and bobs from all the rest scrap papers, only in white and cream, and circle cutter, this, and these are the dominoes I altered. Really love doing that. So therapeutic. There we have, you see, paint for painting, drawing. Here's my Lazy Susan, filled with all my tools, everything you need. I'm so sorry if the dogs annoy you in the background, but if I say something, they start more, even more. Right, now we go here. Yo, hey, stop it. Go into the living room. You have the whole house for yourself, don't you? Nutcases. So here I store all my ribbons. That's for like very dark ribbons for Christmas and stuff. Oh, sorry, I dropped some. Here we got, yeah, this is full with ribbons and laces and flowers. So I got these from IKEA. They were like 50 cents. And I had to cut them open to stick them here. Here, this is where I store my fancy ribbon. You know, the ones with, I really like tinsel and really sparkly and shiny, and my pearls. This is really tiny trim. I love working with that. Bought that ages ago. You know, the shiny stuff. Here I keep this, like all the rolls for foiling and all that. There. That's, I don't want to roll over your feet. Now this is all the fabrics in there, fat quarters, and it's all full with fabrics, these 4. Here we have embellishments. I love going through the thrift store and take old jewelries apart, you know, for the beads and pearls and stuff. That's all in there. Here we have in that shoebox, it's winter crafts for Christmas, and yeah, that's material. That's all material here too. And here we got shells, and baker's twine is in here. More shells. Yeah, that's when you live near the sea. I've spent quite a good time at the beach. It's very good for grounding and reflecting and stuff. Up here we have doll's hair, and more Velcro. Here's Velcro and garden scissor, office hardware, wires. Up here, very thin wire, stuff like that. You know, that's what's in here. Ribbon. I still have magazines in the living room. As I said, I love my crafty magazines, so I'm going to put them up there. And then they're all here. Excuse me. Thank you. Now we have my big shelf. There it's foam for floral making. You know, I love doing florals. I make my own Christmas wreaths and Advent wreaths because, you know, just get some. It's a German tradition to have an Advent wreath with 4 candles on top, and it needs to be fresh, so I make it myself. I have all the jars for storing stuff, and these are empty packages. You can alter. I love upcycling. Yeah, here's more crafty material. This is for making shaker cards, you know, sequences, and this is all glitter. All that glitters. Then we have crochet embellishments I made a while ago when I was bedridden. And more crochet and empty boxes. It's a bit of teddy fur. More crochet. Yeah, bits and bobs and beads. What is that? Oh, pins for brooches. And when I take my jewelry apart, I keep all the chains which are in here. Mini pom-poms. Stuff for making, for the beads, you know, like pins and earrings. Here I got buttons. And this is all stuff. More buttons, ropes. Oh, my tummy. I haven't eaten anything. Seam binding. And yarn for sewing. Ropes. This is a special yarn for Christmas cards or Christmas projects. And you got baby snaps buttons. This is for making you know, collars for dog collars and zippers. And here we have everything for painting, chalk paint, and that's the big gesso I was talking about. That's like 6 years old, 5 years, I don't know, but we had really bad experience, the two of us. Here's spray paint, and there we have canvases, we have fat quarters. This is everything for molds and self-drying clay. More yarn. That's everything for painting in the back there. It's a bit cramped here. And this is a big shelf, but the shelving itself is very tight, not very narrow. It's not very deep. As you can see, it's only like a hand. So it looks much, but it isn't. We got more fabric down there and a puzzle. Why is it not focusing? There you go. More fabric and crafty stuff for DIYs. Here we have yarn that used to be a display for paints. You know, these little tubes. I got it from a lady who gave up her crafting business. So I store all my yarn in there. And because it's like, it's not even, so I had to really put these washing thingies so it won't fall off. Here I have tassels I bought in a home store, and they were only €1 because I bought it because of that diamond here. It's huge, and it's loads of material in there. So some dried flowers. Here are all my flowers I made in here. See that? All the shabby chic flowers I made for making stuff like these wall hangings. And here's more shabby chic wall hanging. There. And one more here. That reminds me of a jellyfish with his long tentacles. And I made a garland. I really love buntings. I do. See, they got different skirts on. That's from a book, Tilda book from Tona Finnegar. And she said you can copy these and glue them on cardboard, and I did, and I fuzzy cut them and hung them on. That's a lady. I love that lady. She is so cool. You know, she was a cigar and the rollers and everything. And it says, if life is bugging you, going on your nerves, put glitter on it. It's metal thingy where you can put magnets on, but I love taking that. Here's my super old printer. It's like 20 years old, I think, but it's still doing the job. I love that little sign. Oh, the places you will go. And up here we have another one of my creations. It's an owl. And we got it's not real, it's fake. But I like it cozy in my room, you know. I like it homely, and as we say, hygge. It's a new word, isn't it? Means cozy. Here all my different kinds of pens. In here are alcohol pens, you know, and more alcohol. Glitter pens. All my duct tapes up here. Duct. I always thought it's like duck, you know, quack quack, but it's not. It's duct tape. Yeah, I got all my napkins for decoupage. That's raffia or raffia. I don't know how you spell that right. That's all the ink for my printer. And this is actually from the very first die cutting machine I ever had. It's a Fiskars, and it's at least 10 years old. And here it is. This thing is a workhorse. Oh, sorry. I forgot to put that back yesterday. It really is a workhorse. Oh my goodness. It's totally heavy. But I won't miss it. And I use this when everything which doesn't fit in the Junior I put in here. And you needed these plates. I mean, look at this plate. This is not warping at all. It's giant. Massive. And you got the little shims there, and these I had to buy extra shims. I love it. So here I got my printer paper, and this has bits and bobs in it. Here are the where I store. These are blank ones, not used storage for my die cuts and stuff, you know. Down there in this corner, it's all my what you call this? Yeah, letters and, you know, documents, very dry stuff, papers you need to save. So, and this and back, and more in the back is stuffing for toys and pillows. That's my sewing machine. Here are my two other sewing machines, but they're broken, and I'm still looking for somebody to fix them for me. And in this basket down there with the kitty cats on it, and there's lace, big laces like curtains. There's some stuff in this I bought last year at Aldi. It was put from $2.50 down to €1, and I bought it. More yarn. That's a really old sewing basket on wheels. The white one is from my mom. It's from the 70s. It's as old as I am. That's a bandsaw. No, I don't know. It's a saw, little electric saw for cutting out plywood. Here we have this is my stamping wagon. It's not from IKEA. This is a plastic one. It's a cheaper one. And it has all the stamping tools and everything in it. I actually made this stamping tool from an old pepper mill. Yeah, that's on top of what you spin. It was broken, so I just reinvented it. Then we got all the little brushes there and kind of like mason jars. Turn it around. There's embossing powder underneath. Everything embossing. And here I have my wooden stems and the Santoro stamps. Okay, this is the IKEA holders. It's actually for garbage bin bags, but I store all my wrapping papers in that. That's something I got Janis when my son was born. He was a big one. He was almost 60 centimeters. Look at this, 57 centimeters. And he weighed 4.3 kilos or 4,360 grams. He was massive. And he's really tall, yeah. So I got these roses from my mom. And here we got those metal rings and cardboard rings. I have a friend who is a gamekeeper, and he got me feathers. Yeah, that's basically it. That's my room tour with dogs. I hope you like. Yeah, hey Aggie. Oh Agnes. I have to sit down now, really. It's exhausting. Whew. So, bear with me. Whew. I hope you liked my tour. Sorry for all the shaking and the noises in the background. And yeah, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would really appreciate it. I really love when you do that. And see you next time. I'm working on my inner ego to get tutorials because I'm a crafter who crafts in solitude with no talking, just listening to YouTube tarot readings. And I really want to show stuff I'm doing, and I really am fighting with myself, but maybe I do it. I have some good tricks up my sleeve. I would love to share them with you. So keep tuned, subscribe, press the bubbly bell, and that will show you when I upload the next video. It's totally free. And have a good day and a great weekend. It's Friday, people. Yay! See you. Love you all.